It was far too long to deliver all at once without the risk of it being cut off, so it was broken into 4 massive segments designed to blend seamlessly into one flowing narrative, each charged with unrelenting tension, raw emotion, and drama so thick it would keep any viewer frozen in their seat. The opening, the devastating trigger to everything that followed, unfolded inside an arena that had been alive with pure electricity only moments before. The crowd was deafening, the lights dazzling, and that unmistakable WWE magic filled the air, until, in an instant, it turned to horror. Jimmy Uso, one half of one of the most decorated tag teams in WWE history, lay motionless in the center of the ring. The camera's merciless zoom revealed a face contorted in agony, his body stiff and unresponsive. What had begun as a high-stakes, hard-hitting main event suddenly transformed into a scene of real-life tragedy that would forever alter WWE's course. Jimmy had been giving everything, each superkick, every high-risk dive, each last ounce of fight left in him, until one catastrophic leap from the top rope brought it all crashing down. The audience gasped in unison, even the commentary team fell silent, their voices trembling when they did speak, because it was obvious this wasn't scripted. Medical personnel raced to the ring while Roman Reigns, his cousin and tribal chief, sprinted to his side, his legendary calm replaced by desperation. His voice cut through the chaos, "Stay with me, Uso, stay with me," and for that moment, Roman was no longer the head of the table, no longer the cold, calculated champion. He was Joe Anoa'i, a man watching his blood brother struggle to breathe through unbearable pain. His eyes glistened until tears finally spilled, breaking the aura of dominance that had defined his career. The crowd's energy shattered, some stood in shocked silence, others screamed in panic, and many wept openly. Speculation erupted immediately. Was it a reckless opponent, a dangerous booking choice, or simply the inherent risk of stepping into the squared circle? Whatever the cause, one grim truth was undeniable: Jimmy Uso's career might be over. As he was wheeled out on a stretcher, Roman walked alongside, shaking his head in disbelief. Cameras tried to follow, but WWE staff physically blocked them, desperate to shield the raw reality from viewers. Yet backstage whispers spread fast. Veteran superstars cried openly, others lashed out at walls in frustration, and the Bloodline's usually buzzing locker room was silent except for the sound of Roman pacing, muttering, "Not like this, not my Uso," under his breath. The wheels of Jimmy's stretcher rattled over the concrete, each bump making him wince in pain while Roman kept a steady grip on his arm as if letting go might mean losing him forever. Crew members later revealed Roman's repeated whisper, "Hang on, Uso, you're not done yet, not like this," before the ambulance doors slammed shut. For the first time in years, the head of the table had no control. Inside that ambulance, his eyes stayed locked on Jimmy, with no championship belt in sight, because in that moment, titles meant nothing, only family mattered. WWE scrambled to contain the fallout, posting a curt update to social media about Jimmy being taken to a medical facility, but the vagueness only fueled speculation. Within 5 minutes, #JimmyUso was trending worldwide, fans demanding clarity. Insiders confirmed what many feared: this was no storyline twist. The injury was real, and it could end his career. Hours later, Roman appeared outside the hospital stripped of every trace of his on-screen bravado. His hair tied back loosely, his face drawn and wet from tears, he spoke in a low, heavy voice, "Jimmy's hurt bad. We don't know how bad yet. But I'm not leaving his side. I don't care about the show. I don't care about the storyline. This is my blood. This is my brother. We've been through everything together. And I swear, whoever's responsible is going to have to deal with me." The statement rippled across the industry because Roman rarely broke kayfabe, but that night there was no separation between fiction and reality. Social media exploded with slow-motion replays, breakdowns of the fall, and fierce debates. Some blamed the opponent for not protecting him, Others called out WWE management for booking dangerous spots, and a few criticized Roman for not stopping the match sooner. The atmosphere was toxic, emotions unfiltered. Behind the scenes, tensions boiled over as multiple top talents reportedly confronted executives, furious that Jimmy, whose knees had endured years of punishment, was put in that position. One unnamed veteran allegedly snapped, "If this was for a cheap pop or a storyline twist, you've gone too far." Meanwhile, Roman isolated himself in a private room with Paul Heyman, refusing to speak to anyone else for over an hour. By the next SmackDown, Roman's fury was uncontainable. Before his entrance music could play, he stormed backstage with Solo Sikoa and Heyman trailing him. Dressed in jeans, boots, and a "family over everything" shirt, he kicked in the locker room door of Jimmy's opponent, demanding he stand and face him. Security swarmed instantly, but Roman's voice was laced with venom. "You're going to go on TV and act like this was an accident, like you didn't get sloppy in that ring and take my brother's career. I should end yours right now." The palpable hostility was so real fans could feel it through the screen. Ordered to his locker room, Roman complied physically but mentally was already plotting. Later that night, Solo faced a mid-carder in a match that turned into a statement of violence, every strike sharper, every slam more punishing. After the win, Roman entered the ring and whispered something in Solo's ear, triggering an unprovoked Samoan spike through the announce table. The message was clear: this was family business now. WWE later aired hospital footage of Roman at Jimmy's bedside, holding his hand and promising, "You did everything right. This wasn't on you. I will fix this." Jimmy, groggy, whispered, "What if I can't come back?" And Roman's face hardened. "Then I'll make sure the one who did this can't walk either." The clip spread like wildfire, and Triple H attempted to contain the storm by announcing a no-holds-barred match between Roman and Jimmy's opponent at the next pay-per-view. Roman's promo in response was cold and final: "This isn't a wrestling match. This is your career's funeral." The WWE Universe was split, half demanding Roman exact revenge, half fearing he'd go so far he'd be stripped of his title or suspended. But one thing everyone agreed on: this match would not be about championships or records. It would be about vengeance, pure and unrelenting.